I mean, someone's writing that,
Huh?
right? She admitted someone writes her stuff too, right? But it's not all based. Her whole character and everything wasn't based off the things of one person. So who's better, Cardi B or Safari? That's the question. And the answer to that is Safari.
Safari.
Have you ever heard Safari rap?
I haven't heard Safari rap before.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so annoying. You know, he's like, everybody know all that shit.
Hold on, they will copyright the joint. I'll do it after this. Hear him after these messages. I don't want to get copyrighted for Safari.
You got
Yeah.
Alright.
Is he cold though or not?
It's subjective.
It's opinionated.
He would be cold if his name was Nicki Minaj.
If he if he was what?
If his name was Nicki Minaj and he was a girl.
That's crazy. I feel like artists like him and then like Future, they wrote a lot of stuff.
Neo. Like I think somebody who cold as hell.
Dream.
I haven't heard a song, a rap from this person in a long time, but even after he quote unquote fell off, he was still fucking cold. Bow Wow.
I believe it.
Have you ever heard any of his it's like green light something shit? That nigga was hard. There's a video where he said he looked like he still look young. You know, I'm still at 16, and they was like, nigga, you like a young bloated auntie. You should relax.
He when he was a little Bow Wow, he was cold. I brought that album, the Ghetto Girls album. He said I like the GHETT. Oh, he just
Beware the dogs.
He just came out. I think a little bit after that he did like Mike.
Yeah, correct.
GHETT. Oh, got to go. Ah! Oh, you had it too or what? Get out, girl.
I did a whole album.
He said, get out, girl. Like,
We're going into it for copyright reasons.
No, they gotta hear the music. What about Lil Romeo?
Percy Miller Jr.?
Yeah.
What about him?
They was trying to compare her, like, you know what I'm saying? They was trying to compare each other, but Lil Bow Wow did too much, bro. Like Lil Bow.
Cause like to me, Lil Romeo was like, it's like Stephen Curry and his brother, right? He's in the NBA, but he's not Stephen Curry.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What people don't realize about Lil Romeo is Lil Romeo got a basketball scholarship to, what was it?
Yeah, he was a hooper.
Right?
Yeah.
And people are mad because they're like, he's fucking rich. Like, why they do that? And if I'm not mistaken, he's like the CEO or he sits on the board of his guy's company, so he don't need to rap anymore. I feel like
There's no limit, right?
Uh-huh.
Bro, they had a squad, bro.
Yes, they did. But what made No Limit special, it was the first one that really started branding outside of hip-hop. They started doing movies and snacks and shoes and shit. So I'll go on a limb and say, no, I ain't gotta go on a limb. No Limit is who made Snoop Dogg.
It wasn't what's his name? Death Row.
No. Because when he was with Death Row, he was an artist, right? He was good, in my opinion. In my opinion, he was better than Tupac. Let's be realistic, right? Influential, no, but better. He, Tupac's run was when his big homie Snoop Dogg didn't drop an album.
That's what he said. That's what he said though. That's what he said because they wouldn't let Snoop drop if Tupac was about to do something.
Yeah,
He
but he
said we would
also
take
did out
time.
of respect, because you gotta realize the album before that was Doggy Style. One Link, seven on the undercut. He was huge, right? So then, and you don't know how many songs probably were meant for Snoop Dogg that went to pop. And you also don't don't take into consideration that uh, Snoop Dogg was on some of his top songs, you know, because Tupac can't rhyme like that. He's a very simplistic rhymer. He's not like a backpack rapper, but because he had a artsy background, he knew how to put together rhyme schemes, and his poetry, and he talked with the force of a Black Panther, of Malcolm X, or something that made him more influential to watch. And he spoke crazy. That's it. He's no better than Takashi 6ix9ine.
I really rapping as a scam, bro. I got up in there. I see how the industry is, bro.
100%.
The industry's trash.
100%. It's what you want to go with.
And then it's not really, bro. They can't really be independent because, like, if they're gonna do it, they have to shoot. They have to sign with a label to get a whole bunch of units out.
Distribution does where it's at. But you also got to realize this, right? Let's say you do have the ability, let's say you do get a distribution deal, let's say you're big enough in that aspect. You have to grind and build it from the ground up, right? That takes time.
What's good, bro? Miss Bellini, Demira 2563.
What's going on? It takes time to do that. But if you are making $400K a year, you're living the same lifestyle for the most part as people making $1 million. But you're not dealing with any other issues.
You said 400 million a year?
400,000 a year.
Oh, 400,000 a year.
Yeah, if you are an independent artist making 350, 400,000 a year, you win it.
You won.
You won. If you're an independent artist making fucking $250,000 a year, you won. Absolutely. Should I say fucking 150? But that's expensive to independent artists. But and I even gone on the limb and say this: if you're an independent artist, and you're making 350 a year. You're making more than the people who appear to be making, millions and millions, because all their money is tied into this deal. That if they leave this deal, they're gonna get their money out of it and they're gonna be broke.
So they can't leave the deal.
You can't. It's like, hey, we're gonna sign you on a 90-10 deal, and it's a 360 deal on that, so you can't make money outside of us. But then we're gonna throw these elaborate parties and all these other things gonna come out of your 10%.
90-10, that's crazy.
But 90-10, to my understanding, is a good deal. I mean, a good deal for artists. It's crazy.
Was it 90-10? Don't you gotta produce albums in that though?
Yeah. It all depends on how you work your deal. I mean, the deal comes two ways. You're either gonna get fucked a long time because it takes a while to get built up. You're gonna get fucked physically, or you're gonna get fucked financially.
Either way,
you're gonna get fucked. You're gonna get fucked. Whether your name is 8-year-old.
Why they doing that? Is it to humiliate you or to keep control? Like for if you get too big.
Elaborate on what you're saying.
Like, all right, like Michael Jackson, he almost got too big, so it's just like, you know what I'm saying, they got to hold something on him. So it's just like they can realign him that you can't get bigger than the program.
I'm going to tell you what's funny. The same strategy and things they used for Michael Jackson, they just did it to Drake.
Damn.
He fought with him about his value. So they brought in another artist to make him not as valuable.
Who, Kendrick?
Yeah, that's what the whole Kendrick Drake thing is. So let me make sure I got the story right. So if I'm not mistaken, his last deal that he made, he got $150 million up front. It's something like that, some stupid number. But he's shown the trend of making consistent #1 hits, right? And the upfront is based off a percentage of what your projection is. So his next act was $300 million.
Yeah.
Up front.
They didn't want to give that to him.
They didn't want to give it to him.
Why not?
Because why would I give you $300 million up front?
That's crazy, bro. That's a lot. That's a lot of money right there.
So where he fucked up, knowing how the business works.
Drake?
Yes. He shouldn't have responded to Kendrick at all.
They told him, yeah.
I wouldn't do it at all because it's not worth my money.
That really messed him up when when Kendrick said all that.
Because you have nothing to lose. So let's say you just had a $300 million, right? If you don't respond, Kendrick doesn't go #1. Because he has nothing to respond to. His whole #1 was based on responding to you. In my opinion, the album was solid, but it wasn't an album that was pre-planned and everything.
That album was cold. He just threw it out there because he had a diss.
Exactly. It was the album that got put together. He probably had some old songs he got on there and put it out there because he had a diss and he can write off the waves, right? And then it gets pushed by his label, which is the same label as Drake's, to make it go bigger. So let's say Kendrick's act was $50 million, right? So would I rather pay this dude $100 or pay Drake $300 million? That's what it is.
Did Drake get his? You think he got it or no? He didn't get it.
No, he can't. He's not Drake no more.
Who is he?
He's the guy that used to be Drake. See, he's Aubrey again. That's why he was suing. You know that, right?
Because
you guys purposely used other artists to devalue me. So that's why he was suing the record label. He was suing Kendrick for calling him a pedophile.
He didn't want none of that.
No. Because they're like, so you're mad at us for doing
He
this.
did the same thing.
Well, we did the same shit for you. Okay, Google. What was Drake's last signing bonus?
Depending on which Drake you mean. Drake May, NFL QB. He signed a 4-year rookie contract with the New England Patriots in 2024.
They're talking about
featuring a $23,467,100 signing bonus. Drake, rapper. He re-signed with Universal Music Group in 2022 for an estimated asterisk $400 million, says. While the specific signing bonus wasn't public, HE rapped about a $360 upfront, $360 million advance.
So I think it was higher than that then. So his act was like almost $1 billion.
Yeah, but he didn't get that Billy ball, huh?
Hey Google, what was Drake's estimated signing bonus for 2026?
Hey, why they can't?
Drake the rapper.
Why can't they speak on it?
Who can speak on that?
How come it wasn't like public?
Drake the rapper did not sign a new contract in 2026. However, he is currently operating under a massive $400 million LeBron-sized deal with Universal Music Group signed in 2022. While specific signing bonus
So what'd you say?
How come they wouldn't tell his signing bonus?
Because people want the information out there.
Huh?
People want the information out there. There's certain details, but people don't like the information out there. It's like you saying you made $500,000 a year doing this. You don't want people to know you made $500,000. That would be crazy, but.
Oh yeah, I'm out down, right?
With the steaming hot towel.
They got you right. I think it woke you up too. Now you ready for the day, bro?
So tired. Really, I'm about to go home and swim on my couch in my boxers, nigga. No, I gotta do let me get my head up. I gotta take my daughter to the dentist.
Hold it up a little bit more. When's that? Right after this, huh?
Technically 3:30.
Okay. So you'll be able to sleep a little bit?
We'll see about that. And then after that, I'm gonna go to work.
Physically? Or are you just gonna be at home?
Physically.
How come you working on your off days, bro? You crazy.
Cause they paying me?
He said,
Unfortunately.
he said, bro, how you get fired on your off day?
I can find you. They off. So they caught me still in boxes, man.
Hey, I promise you I promise you, me and Yaya did nigga at True Fit in Texas. So, bruh, before he even sent to corporate, he sent a letter to corporate like, yeah, this is gonna be my last month, da 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 da. I was like, bro, you sent that? He was like, yeah, I sent that. Nigga, I wasn't even on the clock. I was just training, like helping them out. Corporate came in. I'm like, oh, we're done.
You know why they do that, right?
What?
Because they don't want you gathering information and taking clientele.
No, yeah. So, and that's what, bro. That's what he was on. That's what he was on. So, boom. Nigga. Corporate come in and nigga hired me soon. Right after he said that, straight up there. I'm like, oh. And then the first thing he said to us is like, bro, why'd you do that? Why you couldn't talk to me? And I'm like, oh my God, here we go. I'm like, cuz, you're not about to fire me no more, you know what I'm saying? And then he was like, I gotta escort you out. I said, you ain't escorting nothing out. I said, bro, I'll walk out. But I was like, if you think you security guarding us out, I was like, bro, Dominic, I'll flex you in here, bro. I was like, don't do that. Don't do that.
I got this new muscle.
Don't do that. I was at the peak too, bro. Like,
that's
fire my day off because he sent the letter, bro. So it's just like they was like, you gotta go too. I'm like, man, I didn't send the letter.
Said, nigga, the letter went out at 4:30. At 4:36. The office is 22 minutes away. I don't know how you did it there in 6 minutes.
But he was hot. I ain't gonna lie. I feel it though because it's just like I was like, bro, you didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, then it's just like, don't tell him like you told him to move bar for bar.
No, I get it. It's professional to do that, but in that industry, like you said, the money's made in personal training. So if you're gonna take away 10% of all our income, we gotta get you gone. Every time I see a personal trainer leave like that, that's what happens.
You said every time a what trainer leaves like that?
Personal trainer.
Oh yeah.
You know.
We had to get him out of there.
Like I said, you send the email at 6:30. At 6:37, you out.
Right, he sent the email 15 minutes later, bro. 15 minutes later. And bro wasn't even supposed to come in because I was talking to him like, you know what I'm saying? We was doing good and stuff. And then he was like, yeah, he was laughing. I'm like, bro, what's funny, bro?
Yeah. He came walking in like Kendrick Lamar.
He did, look. He said, bust it on the beat. Oh, look. He was like, so. He said like this. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Don't finger me like that.
I said, oh my goodness. That was crucial right there. That was like.
This is probably when I get burnt.
That was crucial, like.